I actually wanted to share with you my 5 top exercises if you're suffering from shoulder discomfort, some ideas and some things that you can do right now to implement into your life. Hey, this is Dr. Matt. Remember to share and subscribe. Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Bradbury, family corrective chiropractor, and here we are in Georgetown, Ontario, Canada, at our practice, One Life Family Chiropractic. We're talking today about shoulders and just keeping them healthy. Now, some of the simple things that I find work really well, there's some commonalities in terms of what we do all day and where we end up. And remember, if you don't use a range of motion, just like the old saying goes, if you don't use it, you will often lose it. So I want you to consider a couple things. I want you to consider your posture. I want you to consider what you're doing for your shoulders every day. And if you're not doing anything, it's time to start. So first of all, consider your posture, consider what you're doing all day. If you're doing this and you only use your arms from here to here, well, guess what? I expect my arms to do what I practice from here to here. And then all of a sudden, let's say I want to go do something, get the boxes out of the closet or the Christmas decorations out, and I'll put my arms over my head, or I want to do some lifting or working out. I may find a noticeable difference in terms of bringing my arms overhead. And this complex gets tight, these muscles aren't as strong as they could be, and your whole shoulder is generally undertrained. So I want to teach you today how to train your shoulder and also consider your posture, because if you're like this, guess what? I want you to try to lift your arms up. It feels more difficult than if you're stacked and upright. Try to lift your arms up. It's much easier. You'll notice the difference. You got your spine, your nervous system. Of course, as your corrective chiropractor, talk about the nervous system. And you'll see here, if you're like this and your posture's poor, the only way to know what's going on the inside, the best way to know is to test. And that's exactly what we do. And if you're shifted forward like this, it may be impacting your health in ways you feel, but also in ways you may not feel. And remember that your brain controls your muscles, your organs, all the important things, helps you heal, sends all the messages to your nerves, and essentially, if the nerves are irritated, that's where we make corrections. And if the joints don't move properly, that's where we make corrections. And oftentimes, you may be like this, you start getting your mobility back, posture improves, and you may notice a difference with your shoulder as well. So consider this. One cool example I like to share with you is just have a look right here. Have a look at this hammer. Like this, you can probably hold it for a while. Now, do one of these. Hold it like this. Time how long you can hold it. It's going to feel like a lot more work if you're not stacked up like this. Same idea. When we're talking about your spine, mechanics, your nervous system. If you're like this, it's going to be a lot more work. You're going to have more energy for everything else. So consider that the health of your spine and nervous system. Now, what are the 5 things that I've used time and time again to help my shoulder mobility? Well, first of all, do a little test for yourself. That capsule may be very tight. The front of your shoulder muscles, your pec, may be shortened and tight or restricted. These muscles may not be firing as well as they could. So I want to teach you how to retrain them. Do a little test, see where you're at, stiff. Then you come back to this at the end and see what happens. Even if you implement 1 or 2 of these, you may notice a big difference. But remember, implement 1 or 2 of these over a season and see what happens. Combine that with standing up more at your desk and moving and walking more. And watch, you may surprise yourself. Number 1 is just setting yourself up like this in the knees, the push-up position from the knees. What you're going to do is actually let your chest sink to the ground and then protract your shoulders. Chest sink, protract. Get used to having your shoulder blade slide along your rib cage rather than necessarily winging out and the mechanics being off. At least 2 sets of 10 every day. Number 2, of course, grab your band. Keep a band handy at the desk. I'm going to have you draw the number 8. 10 to 20 times. I'm going to have you draw the infinity symbol 10 to 20 times. And notice there's not much movement happening here. It's literally keeping my shoulder blade down, engaged, and I'm feeling all that tension right through here. Great one to retrain your rotator cuff, all those external rotators. That's number 2. Again, 10 to 20 reps, twice a day in each motion, the infinity and the 8. Of course, keeping your band handy, like I said, at the desk is key. Palms up. I was just talking to somebody last week about doing the opposite of what you may be doing all day. I was talking to an electrician who works like this, help activate the upper back, shoulder muscles, just like this. This is basically doing the opposite of what you're doing throughout the day. Palms up, shoulders down and back, just across your chest line with this light band. 12 to 15 reps, at least 2 sets, once every day. Again, that's the band pull apart. Palms up with that one. Compound that, see what changes. Now, the last 2, guess what? They don't require any equipment. You can do them at home on your living room. You can get a towel if you want, just to protect your face so you don't squish your nose. It's going to be the letter Y and the letter T. Simple things that you can do every single day to help engage your postural and upper back muscles. With this one, I'm going to work 6 reps of the letter T, and I'm going to work 6 reps of the letter Y. So that's 2 moves, and I'm going to do them for 2 sets each. And I do them together, back to back. So just like this. Start with letter T. Pause at the top, and back down, and then go right into the letter Y. Pause at the top, and then back down. Great for engaging your upper back and learning to retrain your shoulders. Now remember, as we wrap up, there's some key things we talked about today and helping understand that a lot of us end up in the same position throughout the day. So the key part is start retraining your shoulders. Start moving more and take those simple exercises, compound them over a season, combined with walking, standing up more, and you may surprise yourself. Anyways, hope you enjoyed today's segment, and remember, be proactive. Even if you don't have shoulder pain, these would be great in terms of helping improve your posture and helping improve your mechanics. And of course, as I showed you in the beginning, you want to be stacked up like this when it comes to the health of your spine and nervous system, not shifted forward like this, which is going to create a lot more work for you in the long run. And your posture and your structure may be contributing to your shoulder health as well. So some things to consider. And the only way to know really is to get checked by your corrective chiropractor to know what's going on the inside, because some things you feel and some things you have to test because we have no idea about it. So consider those things, building you up, helping you become a healthier, more resilient version of yourself. Of course, if you enjoyed it, our only ask, we can't do it alone in terms of we have a big mission in terms of helping people understand their health more, they need more function and better spinal health. So please take a moment, share it to your feed if you could. If you know someone directly struggling who needs shoulder help, send the URL to them. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, and have yourself a wonderful day. Bye for now.
Did you know just a few minutes of movement can lift your energy, helping you feel more vibrant and awake throughout the day? Thanks for watching.